Hi, this is Jeanette Van Dyke, and I will be presenting brief exercise 8-8 today. So the first thing that we need to do is look at what we're looking for. So we are looking for the data on these three promissory notes. So the first thing that we're looking for all three of these notes is the maturity date. So there's two ways that we're going to calculate a maturity date. These are for terms in days and terms in months. So there are two separate ways of calculating that we need to make sure we understand. When you're calculating terms in days, we do not count the day the note was signed. So how we come to the maturity date on this first one is we start on April 2nd as the first date, and then you'll count 60 days starting April 2nd, and the final day, the 60th day, is the maturity date. What I did is I just pulled up my calendar and I said April 1st, and then I started counting on April 2nd and went 60 days, and my maturity date was May 31st. I did the same exact thing for B. I started counting on July 3rd. 30 days later was August 1st, which is the maturity date. Now the third one is done in months. So you actually are not counting days, you're just counting months. So it's March 7th, April, May, June, July, August, September. And the 7th is going to stay the same because we're counting months, we're not counting days. So 6 months from March 7th is going to be the September 7th maturity date. The next part of these is finding the total interest and the missing annual interest rate. So let's go to our Excel spreadsheet here. And we have the face value of the note multiplied by the annual interest rate. Multiply that by the time in years of 1 year, and that'll get you the total interest. So I have these set up over here. So I took the face value of the note, I multiplied it by the term, and so you're going to take 60 days, which is the term of the first one. You're going to divide that by 360 days, which is what they indicated was a year for the purposes of this problem. And they're going to multiply that by the annual interest rate of 11%. And when you finish that, you're going to get a total interest paid of $10,472. Now we're going to use this same conversion here, but we're going to do it a little different to find the annual interest rate. To find the annual interest rate, we're going to take the total interest, which is what they gave us here, the $737. We're going to divide that by the 30 days out of 360, and we're going to multiply that by the principal. And when you calculate that all out, you'll get 9% as the annual interest rate. So it's the same equation, we're just moving it around a little bit to find another missing piece. And then the last part of this is going to be the same as this first one. I'm going to find the principal. We're going to multiply it by the term, which is 6 months. So instead of days, up here we did 60 days divided by 360, which is the term of the year. In months, we go 6 months divided by 12 months. So again, the months and the days are calculated a little differently, so it's important to pay attention to what it says here. So then we're going to multiply that by our 11%, and we're going to end up with a total interest of $6,200. I hope that this was helpful for you. Let me show you my answers again. It was a pretty simple equation, so if you have any questions or if there's something that I didn't explain well enough, please reach out to me and hopefully I can help you. Have a good night.